nicht für möglich gehalten, aber wir haben sie gekriegt auf dem Summer Breeze 2009. Amon Amarth. Hej hej! Tack så mycket för att komma till Summer Breeze.
Varsågod. Tackar.
First of all, in the name of the audience here, I need to thank you for coming back. Do you know that you are the most wanted band for Summer Breeze this year?
I didn't know that. Did you know that?
No, it's gotta be some kind of mistake.
Do you think so? Is it scary for you or what?
No, but I don't believe it, so.
Now it's short before your performance tonight. What can we expect from you tonight at stage?
I don't know. It's going to be a big-ass show, I think.
Yeah, because I can remember the last time. It's already 2 years ago now, and so it was a very extraordinary show from you. And so can we expect something in comparison to that?
Hopefully better.
Hopefully better. Depends on what you like, but yeah, I mean, we have something special planned. We'll see. We'll see how it works out.
Okay, so you don't want to say anything now about this?
No.
No. Okay. So let us talk something about your album. Who has had the album to produce it with guest musicians?
I don't know whose idea it was.
I think that it was. We've been talking about it for many years, and then suddenly all the ideas came up for the same album. So it wasn't really. You know, we've been talking about that kind of stuff. So I don't really know whose idea it was. I guess something we just come up together, I guess.
Yeah, it sort of like the cello part that Apocalyptica did. I mean, that's something that we wanted to do from I think the very beginning. We were talking when we started this band, but we never really had a good idea to fulfill it. And now we did have a great song for it, and so that worked out fine. And then you know. Also, like the dual singers with LG, also one of those things where we felt that, you know, we always talked about it like it was already a few years ago that we wanted to have like two different singers in a song, but never really made anything of it, and now we did. So it's just stuff that kind of happened. You know? It's like,
yeah, because I was very impressed as I saw that you worked together with Apocalyptica, because for me it's a good sound in the mix together. And so how was the work with the guest musicians? Is there a difference between working alone or working with other musicians? Is there another influence?
Of course, they bring their own touch to the whole thing, and like especially I would say Apocalyptica and Rolle really brought their own touch to our music, and they did it really well. But also LT, he has a very characteristic voice, and his style of singing is really I like his voice a lot and his style of singing a lot. So I think we all do. So I don't know. It's cool to see what they make of our ideas, you know, and it's.
But you don't have to change your style in a very American way, so that you thought about losing your own way.
No, I mean the Apocalyptica part, it was already written by us. Yeah. So what they did was they did it on on cellos, and but of course they added some more harmonies into it. And for the solo, I mean, of course that one is totally written by Robert, but you know, but we had the rip guitars for him, so. I mean, I think it's kind of cool to have somebody else for once instead of us five all the time. So it's kind of cool to see some other input.
Yeah, of course. And do you want to do this again with other guest musicians? Is there something, a wish for you?
I mean, we have a lot of ideas that would be really cool to do, but it feels kind of obvious if you're going to have guests on the next one. So we'll see.
If it's a really brilliant idea and we want to do it, like sure, why not? But I mean, the plan. I don't think we're really planning on using anything like in the near future. Maybe like further on down the road, but
yeah, of course. I saw that you have also a comic with your album. How did this come together with your album and the comic of you?
Well, first, from the beginning, it was really actually an idea to have it as a promotional thing for the album. And the first idea was to make...
That's not typical for you, so...
Yeah, the first idea was to make it about the band, but we didn't feel it was a good idea, so we said we wanted to make it about one of the songs from the albums and more mythological, which would suit us better, and that's how the whole idea about the story came about. And when we saw what was coming out of it, the ideas and how it would work, we immediately realized that we needed to actually include this in the bonus pack for the box set, and I think it's really cool, funny idea to...
And then you work together with all these parts, or is it only your part, or who has written the comic?
Well,
the comic is taken from the lyrics. It's based on the song Twilight Under God. So basically what the comic is we are picturing the song. It's like a movie, but instead it's a comic book. So for fans, maybe not our fans, but for people that it's not so into Nordic mythology, it's easier to read a comic and get a grip what the song is about.
Yeah, that's right. So in Germany you reached the top 10 of the album charts. So how important are chart places for you? So this thing which is every time very interesting with bands.
Well, I wouldn't say it's super important, but of course, like if you reach a high chart entry, of course it's black and white. You know, the success that you have with the album and how interested people are in actually buying the album. And so of course it's very satisfying to see that a band such as ourselves, which is not obviously like a big hit band, can make it that far up the charts. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and I think it's important because you earn your money with your music, and so you have to look if people want to hear your music, and so chart places, I think it's in this combination a little bit important.
Well, I mean,
we didn't start playing in a band because of the money, so...
No.
Yeah, okay, that's right. But,
but
during the time...
I mean, like Johan said, it's not super important with chart entries, but it definitely helps. It helps us to have bigger shows and stuff like that.
Let us talk something about your text. So for me it's very impressive that you're always talking about Viking and Nordic mystic stories, because I'm very interested in these things too. But do you want to change your text? For example, Tolkien text or something?
I don't think so.
Okay. Thank you.
No, but I mean, I guess you should never say never, but in some ways I think we've found a way to use the northern mythology and history of the Vikings to describe other stuff as well, and not just talk about mythology and history as it is. So it's I think it's limitless what you can get out of the inspiration that you get from northern mythology.
Yeah, so there's no limit.
I think you can get as much as anything. I mean, I think there's more stuff in northern mythology than in like bands that sing about blood and guts. I mean, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, and last wish for today?
I wish it would start raining.
You wish that it starts raining? Oh no! It was already rained yesterday, so no, thank you.
Yeah, I hope. I think it's going to be a great show. So, you know, it's. I hope everybody out there is going to have a good time as well.
Of course they will. Thank you very much for coming here. Okay,
right, thank
you. Bye.
Bye.